You're listening to Jerry Royce Live Worldwide Podcast.
Have you been hurt, been backstabbed, got a talking back team? Well, you're not alone, no. Escaping to another reality. Through Dominic Wilkins' good books, audio books, paperback, ebook, good books. Available on authordwilkinsgoodbooks.com.
Hi, this is Berta Coleman. I am the author of Honor My Father Really and Blemished Honor. We are listening to the Jerry Royce Live Show worldwide.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
What up? It's your boy Kano Kingston.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions.
Hey, this is Cotton. Hi, I'm Teresa Powell.
Hi, Jerry. This is Ira Samuel Carter.
Hi, this is Phil Powers.
Hello, this is Teresa Bobby with Jerry Royce Live.
Hi, I'm Philip Barron. I'm live on the Jerry Royce Show.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy Houston Saint.
Peace, this is Dahlia the poet, spoken word artist.
Hello, this is Mama Marquise with Jerry Royce Live.
All right, everyone. You got Robin Lynn, and I'm keeping it live right now on Jerry Royce Live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? This is a award-winning podcast with the greatest podcast on earth. Thank you for stopping by. I'm your host, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide on Internet Radio, where you get your positive on. So when it's all positive, it's all power. That's positive power. This is a worldwide podcast for growth, wealth, and success. Thank you.
Think you know how drugs get in those little brown bottles? Think again. Set in the green hills of western New Jersey, inside the gilded halls of power of a U.S. pharmaceutical company where decisions are worth billions of dollars and human lives worth less. Nicholas Harding, a young executive at Marshall Pharmaceutical, finds his career, family, and life in jeopardy. The Farmhouse, a suspense thriller novel by Bill Powers, published by Donna Inc. Publications, available at Amazon.com or DonnaInc.org. Go to Bill's webpage at www.author.BillPowers.com.
Are you looking for the next great read? A book filled with love, passion, betrayal, and intrigue. The award-winning novel, Season of Change, by Tamika Patrice Kane, is sure to satisfy your literary sweet tooth. Check out this must-read book reviewers are calling uplifting and emotional, and exceptionally great read, deeply intense and thought-provoking. Order your copy today, available in paperback and ebook on Amazon.com or at www.tamikapatrice.com.
Are you an author looking for promotional services or a reader looking for a great read at low prices? In this competitive world of books, Fighting Royalty Promotions is dedicated to bringing authors and readers together to build a greater respect for literature through our various promotional services and online bookstore. So head over to WritingRoyaltyPromotions.com and check us out.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and welcome to PositivePower21.org. I am Jerry Royce Live, and you're listening to episode 314, and tonight we got Berta Coleman on the show. And before we bring her out, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Merlin Dunn and Kevin Dunn at MerlinDunnMinistries.com.
Hi, I am recording artist Marilyn Dunn from St. Louis, Missouri. If you are looking for some soul-stirring, anointed, spiritual, and heartfelt music, visit my website at www.MarlinDunnMinistries.com. Or you can also find me on CD Baby, iTunes, and Reverb Nation. For booking information, contact Mr. Kevin Dunn at 636-856-0551. That's 856-0551.
Don't delay, give it up, be strong and lift him up, 'cause he's the power of life. Lift him up, rain away, rain away, rain away, 'cause it's the last day.
Hi, this is Angel Sessions, and when I'm in town, I listen to Jerry Royce live, positivepower21.org, where they play my favorite music.
Hey, thank you, Angel, for bringing me in. Hey, y'all, it's me, Jerry Royce Live Worldwide. Tonight, we got Berta Coleman on the show. She's the author of Honor My Father, Really, Blemished Honor. All right, her bio read, she was the little girl who was reprimanded for sneaking books and flashlight under the covers past bedtime, and the student who was told to put her book away during math class. Now, Berta Coleman is still passionate about reading and writing. After earning a bachelor's degree from the University of South Florida, she worked in the insurance industry for 20 years before repositioning herself to pursue one of God's purposes for her life. The author of the novel Honor My Father, Really, and the sequel, Blemished Honor, Berta is also an anointed pianist, gifted to play by ear at the age of 8. She has the privilege of assisting authors realize their dreams through her work at a publishing company. Berta lives in the Central Florida area with her husband and 2 daughters. If you want to contact her, she's at www.bertacoleman.com. That's BERTA Coleman. And you'll see her right there on positivepower21.org website. If you want to contact her, her Facebook is author Berta Coleman. Also, so check her out. Berta Coleman, welcome to Jerry Royce Live. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Jerry, I'm great. Thanks for having me. This is such a privilege to be here.
Oh, I'm honored to have you. Thank you for being part of us tonight. All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
Good. So I know you're here to talk about your book, but my audience, they mighty and strong in the Maryland and Washington, D.C. area, and they want to know a little something about you before they drop a dime on your book.
Okay. Well, just a little bit about me.
All right. Just a little bit about you. So you ready? So the first question is, who is Berta Coleman?
Well, I am a pretty humble and conscientious, easygoing girl, but I'm also goofy and funny and fun-loving. You know, I don't try to live life too seriously, kind of take it easy. And, I live life day to day just like the rest of us. I don't have a big bells and whistles type testimony. I grew up in a 2-parent home, and we weren't rich by any means, but we always had food, we always had shelter, we always had clothing. But, my life wasn't perfect. I was the youngest of 3 siblings, and the next sibling in line, Jerry, was 7 years older than me. And the next one after that was 7 years older than her. So I had I had a lot of alone time to entertain myself with my own imagination. And I tell you, it was a wild ride at times. So I kept myself busy with my own imagination because my sister didn't want to play with, my little big-headed self and all that kind of stuff. So I entertained myself a lot with my own imagination. I took piano lessons for a little bit until my music teacher picked up on the fact that I wasn't reading the sheet music she had in front of me, and I learned how to play by ear. So that was also taking up a big part of my life, where I was playing piano by ear and playing at church and playing at Sunday school and people's weddings and banquets and things like that. So that's the extraordinary part of my childhood. But for the most part, I lived a pretty average, normal childhood, and went to school. I was fortunate enough to go to college, and got married, and started a job, started a family, and here I am.
Here you are.
Right.
That's right. A big-time author. That's all right.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned. Now you mentioned in your bio that you was in the insurance business for what's that, like 20 years? You said 20 years?
Yes, for 20 years. I didn't want to be there for 20 years. I didn't want to be there past a couple of years, but it was something I was trained in. I got comfortable with the salary and the level of my skills. I got comfortable, and it just worked out that I stayed and endured for that long. But after a while, something else started nudging me, something that had been there all along. So I kind of got into something that I wanted to for the longest. I always wanted to write and become an author, but in school I decided to major in what made sense at the time. So I got a business degree, and I used it for insurance.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of people did that.
Yeah,
I remember a lot of people. Yeah.
Right.
Major in business.
That. Yeah, it was the thing to do at the time, and I kind of put my passion on hold for a while to do what I needed to do. But that passion kind of started knocking at my doors after a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you didn't do anything like write articles for local magazines or for your church. You didn't keep your. Oh, okay. So you did do a little something.
I majored in business, but I minored in technical writing. I couldn't find employment in the writing field with just a minor, but I wrote things for people. I wrote little plays. I wrote little things for my own personal enjoyment. I did like some things with the church newsletter. I wrote little articles, little chronicles of people in the church and their testimonies and stuff. I did things like that to kind of keep the passion burning. But what really happened was I picked up on a story that I had written when I was about 13, 14 years old. I wrote a story on notebook paper. If you can remember notebook paper.
Yeah.
I wrote it out on that notebook paper, and it was about, 50 pages. But I wrote it out, and those people in the stories I had written out stayed with me all through the years. My imagination never died down, so they were with me the whole time. When I was that young teenager writing it, I viewed the people that the books are about as a 13-year-old. But like I said, the people in the story stayed with me, and as I began to, raise my family, get that passion knocking at my door, I viewed the people in that story from an adult perspective. So it's the same people that have been in my mind for years.
Wow.
And now I'm an adult, and I wrote about them from a different perspective.
Yeah, that's right. They grew up in your mind. So by the time you was ready to pen them, they were all ready to go.
They were ready.
That's all right.
They had been primed for years.
Now, being in an insurance company for 20 years, did you have an opportunity to get into management?
I didn't want to get into management. I was in insurance claims.
Okay.
So as you can imagine, claims is a very confrontational, demanding type of work. And like I said, I'm pretty calm and easygoing. So, although I needed to stand up for some things and, defend the company's position on stuff, I didn't want to keep doing that for the rest of my life. And it was, it was something that went against the grain of my nature.
All right. So you retired now? So you retired from the insurance company?
Well, I officially I'm not retired, but I've moved on from insurance. Don't want to go back. Don't want to handle another claim. Don't want to read another insurance policy. It's I don't want to hear about nobody else's water damage or their kitchen fire.
No claims, right? That. You don't want to hear about no. So I can't tell you no stories about when my water main, they had a blue pipe connected to my house from the main water line in the street, which was ridiculous. Plastic. It was made out of plastic. You don't want to hear that.
I've heard that so many times, Jerry, so I'm blue in the face. I am over that.
The cheap water heater, like the water heater messed up, or it wasn't their fault that they got 3 claims.
Yeah.
You probably could be a good consultant.
Well, I still have a lot of that knowledge, but it's not something I want to look back at. I want to, face a different direction and do something that more is in line with who I am, who I think I was created to be.
That's right. So you're still working, and so I mean, are you a full-time author, or are you actually doing something entirely different than 9 to 5?
A full-time author is my dream. That's what I would love to do, be a full-time author. But I'm very fortunate and very blessed that when I wrote the first book, Honor My Father, when I wrote that first book, I applied for a job at a Christian publishing company near where I live. And although I had applied several times over the years when I was trying to come out of insurance, I couldn't get on at this company. But after I listened to the pounding of the passion in my heart and stepped out on them and wrote the first book, I reapplied at the publishing company, and it was like the doors were open. So my full-time job now is at a publishing company.
Oh, wow. Good for you. So you actually go there physically, or you work from home?
I go there physically every day, and what I do is it's called the production coordinator, and I'm helping authors, first time, second time, whatever, get their book published through the company that I work with. So I'm dealing with editors and sometimes designers and, people that help to get the book produced. I talk to authors and, everyone that has a hand in making a book a physical product. I'm helping to assist, and I absolutely love it because, like I said, it's one of my passions. Reading and writing is something I've always done. As a little girl, I used to read about cereal boxes just for entertainment. I was, like I said in my bio, I would get in trouble for reading the book when I was supposed to be doing math problems. And I remember my sister braiding my hair, and between every braid, I would go and get a different book and come back and get my hair wrapped because I wasn't in place when I was supposed to be. So I always love to read, always love to write. It's just been something that's been a part of me.
Yeah, that's right. Now, why you didn't study that in college, writing or English journalism or reporting, that kind of thing?
I wanted to, but I graduated from college in a time where business was the wisest choice. I was more marketable as a business major than an English major or a journalism major. And I wasn't wise enough to follow my heart at that point.
Yeah, because, I know, I'm not sure when you graduated, but I know when parents were making decisions for their kids to go to college, they thought about business management because they said, well, you can get a job managing a retail, a restaurant, this place, whatever. You know, that's what they or be, become an accountant or bookkeeper, whatever. Because you got, they pretty much gave you everything you needed to become a manager. Understanding IT, microcomputers and all that stuff was involved. So that was what parents chose for their kids to do. Because I know a lot of my friends end up going to Morgan, and that was a lot of their majors was business management.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
I didn't push that.
I majored in that. I hated my accounting classes. Had to take it twice, and I hated stats, and I hated all that stuff. The only one I liked was marketing because it had more of a creative flair to it.
Yeah, I did too. I love marketing.
I know, and it's fun. But, now marketing has a totally different face than it did back in 93 when I graduated from USF.
Mm-hmm.
So
that was good,
it's a totally different world for marketing right now. But that was the emphasis of my business major, the College of Business Administration, with emphasis in marketing. It was wiser for me at that time to go that route than to, try and survive on a teacher's salary. Even though, I probably would have been a good teacher. I could have taught English. I would have loved to, help the little kids.
Oh, yeah, you would have loved it.
Entrances. Yeah, I would have loved it.
Yes, especially since you love reading books, you could have helped the children understand that long lost craft of reading. Kids don't really read.
Exactly.
Like they used to. No.
Exactly. I should follow my passion long ago.
That's right.
But it's all good. It's all good. It's still
I mean, you can always go back and teach English high school. It's not too late. If somebody hire
when I retire, maybe that's what I'll do.
Yeah, you can volunteer, and because I volunteer and go to the high schools, and I don't have a degree in teaching. My degree is in corporate communication, so I go into the schools and talk about following your dreams. All right, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, we're gonna talk to Berta Coleman about marketing, her book, her characters, why she wrote this book. All right. So hold tight, everybody. We're gonna get 2 messages from our sponsors. Don't forget about us on positivepower21.org. The website is up and running. Well, at least I think it looks good. We got a little bit more tweaking to do, but the main thing is you guys understand that it's out there. You can listen to your favorite radio shows, and we're streaming 24/7 now. So you can just go right out to positivepower21.org and listen to our live broadcast. Okay? So everybody hold tight. We got a message from James Deshay, the romance man, with his poetry book. Hold tight.
Are you looking for a great book of poetry that is romantic, heartfelt, and full of male emotion? Then get Thoughts, Love, and Reflections by James K. Deshay. That's Deshay. Go to www.jamesdeshay.com. You will enjoy Thoughts, Love, and Reflections.
Are you looking for the next great read? A book filled with love, passion, betrayal, and intrigue. The award-winning novel, Season of Change, by Tamika Patrice Kane, is sure to satisfy your literary sweet tooth. Check out this must-read book reviewers are calling uplifting and emotional. And exceptionally great read, deeply intense and thought-provoking. Order your copy today. Available in paperback and ebook on Amazon.com or at www.tamikapatrice.com.
Are you an avid reader of urban fiction, looking for drama, suspense, and more? Reedswell Publishing is dedicated to bringing the world's best literature to our readers. Urban fiction, erotica, sci-fi, mainstream fiction, and children's literature are just some of the genres produced by our diversified family of authors. You can reach us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and at our website, www.reedswellpublishing.com.
Hey, this is director, producer Alan Wills, and I am on Positive Power 21 with Jerry Royce Live. And when I'm online, I listen to Jerry Royce Live at www.spreaker.com/positivepower21.org. Y'all heard?
All right, that's my man Alan out of Indianapolis. That's right, the city that stole my team, the Colts. But that's we at the Baltimore Ravens now, making things happening on the gridiron. All right, we're talking to Berta Coleman at bertacoleman.com, and you can get her Facebook as author Berta Coleman, and she's here to talk about Honor My Father. Really? All right. Really? All right, Berta, tell us about how you marketing this book. Let's talk a little bit about marketing, because one of the big things now that's going on Facebook is our huge community. Millions of people out there. Yeah. How are you reaching them? Tell us, how are you reaching these people? How are you getting them to buy your book?
Well, the first option that I've been employing is Facebook. There are some other things that I try out every once in a while, but I tell you, the biggest help to me is the person that has teamed up with me to help me promote this book, who actually teamed me up with you, Jerry, because I'm a wife, a mom, working and have different aspects of my life that take up time. And like I said, marketing has changed from when I graduated back in '93. So there are lots of things I don't know, but I've got somebody on my team who's helping to put me out there. So we do things on Twitter and Facebook and different avenues and vehicles like that to get me out there. This coming weekend, I'm going to be doing a TV interview in Atlanta with ACC, Atlanta Live, Channel 57. And I've got some other things scheduled here in Florida with Preach the Word Worldwide Network. So, like I said, I've got someone on my team who's helping to expose me and get the word out there about these books that I've written that are about love, life, and God.
That's right. Now, the person that's helping you out, is that a public relations firm, or are you using an agent? Who are you using?
She's an agent.
She's an agent. All right. Because that's pretty popular right now. I guess, having a busy schedule, you want to focus more on probably penning your next book. I know that's something you guys like to do. Y'all so excited about. To you, that's more important, but you have to sell this one, get it out. You want somebody to read it,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay in my lane and let her stay in hers.
Now, are you using Facebook to engage? Now, I know a lot of music artists, they let their public relations people engage their audience to a certain degree. What are you doing about, engaging your audience, your fans?
Well, I'm prompting them to get reviews. Sometimes I will do some excerpts to kind of pique some interest. And like I said, there are little things you do on Twitter as well. I'm still kind of new for marketing myself, but my agent is really helping with exposure in terms of radio and television. So we're praying and walking through doors as they open.
That's right. All right. So this is your first book or your second book?
Honor My Father really is the first book, and the sequel to that is called Blemished Honor. The first book came out in 2013, and the second book came out about 2 weeks ago. So she's kind of new. The second one is kind of new.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, so you have a little experience. So what did you learn about the first book that can help you with the second book when it comes to, marketing and promoting?
I learned that the most important marketing tool is really the product itself. There are gimmicks you can try. There are different things you can try and hope that they work, and a lot of them do. I'm not discounting any any things that I've used or any vehicle that other authors or artists are using. But my product speaks for itself. I've come to realize that the people are responding to me and the book with comments like, who knew there could be breakthrough on the pages of fiction? A lady has said to me, before I read your book, I was struggling with forgiveness of someone very close to me. And after reading the book, it just helped me to open my eyes and realize, that there is power in forgiveness. And I've started to rekindle the relationship with a loved one that I'd held in bondage with unforgiveness for many years. So if you've got a powerful product, I believe that along with the grace of God and the favor of God, is going to promote itself and get me, to places that I can only dream of right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I hear a lot of that. Very strong faith in their religion. Especially being a very powerful Christian. People really put their product, their music, everything in God's hand. It seems like He's just opening doors up, just guiding you in the right direction. But of course, you have to be, open for a lot of the stuff that's going to happen, and that's meeting people and talking with them. So, what's going to happen when you get to this talk show? And are they going to open the lines up that people can call you? Are you doing book signings where you're doing Q&A? What are you looking to do more of with this book that you didn't do with the first book?
I'm being more open about things that may have made me uncomfortable. I wouldn't have ever thought about being on a radio show when I had done the first book. Like I said, I'm kind of easygoing, laid back, and with that comes a small sense of shyness. So it's something I wouldn't have ever thought of, but I realized that once doors open, you got to be ready to walk through them. So I got to, talk to Berta and tell her to get it on, get yourself together, girl, because the doors are opening is what you asked for. So what I want to do in terms of marketing this book is to let go of some insecurities and realize who I am and what I've been endowed to do, what I'm able to do. And so come on with it. Bring it on.
That's right. Bring it. Now this is a fiction book. So you're a fictional writer. This book is about it's about a guy, right? Devin Holloway, is that true? 18-year-old guy. Okay. So what's the premise of the book?
Well, Devin is a young guy who's wanting to live his life with his swag and remain cool and everything, but his parents are those holy roller Christians. His dad is a praise and worship leader at the church. So they've kind of been nagging him for a while. So come on God's side and, straighten your head out, get your life right. It's going to be good for you to live a Christian life. And he don't want to hear any of that. He's like, I don't need to get out. I don't have time for that right now. I got some other plans. But he comes across a friend, a new friend that he thinks is a nerdy little Christian holy roller guy. But this guy has a beautiful girlfriend, and that is what piques his interest. He's like, if this nerdy guy can have this gorgeous girlfriend, and here he is, womanless, he's like, well, I'm going to pay attention. And what happens is that they build a friendship, even with the guy's nerdiness and his religiousness, but they build a friendship. He falls in love with, another young, beautiful woman, and he comes on God's side. But then he witnesses his father in a quiet, compromising position. and that threatens to just buckle his knees. As soon as he takes his first little steps on his journey to faith, it buckles his knees to see his dad in this position. So, at the same time, his mom is grappling with his secret she's held on to for 20 years, and he's loved his family, but he struggles with them to keep everything together in the light of all this controversy that's going on. There's a struggle with the mom, and they're breaking up. Dad and mom are breaking up, and he's got the girlfriend urging him to stay on Christ's side, and he's like, I don't need it. What's it for? It's not doing me any good. So the book
everything was going good. So everything was going good for the family up until he caught Dad in a compromising position. His mom is hiding a secret. So basically, is that the page turner? Is that really what's really drawing people to find out what is going on with, what's the mom name? Rana?
Rania.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Rania, yeah. So that's the big plot right there. What happened to Rana? What made her the person she is today?
Yeah, trying to find out what her secret is, and trying to find out what the compromising position is that Devin caught his father in, and what's going to happen to Devin and this beautiful young lady. And, when I wrote the book, I wrote it as I was glad to write it from back when I wrote it when I was a little girl. And I ended it where it needed to be stopped. But, at that point, I realized I think there's going to have to be a sequel. And the more I listen to the readers, they're like, oh, no, I got to find out what happened. You got to write some more. And it came. I wrote more. And then there was birth, the sequel, and which is called Blemished Honor. And it's about this family, and they're still trying to live honorably before God with their flaws and everything. They've got flaws. Michael, the dad, he's got issues. He's got past that keeps creeping up, and Rania has issues. She's introducing somebody to this family that she had kept a secret, all her life, and, just issues, struggles. They're continuing to try to be honorable, and, they go in spite of their flaws. I think the lesson here is that, with togetherness and unity, husband and wife and family or whoever is in the family can get in there and it can be worked out.
That's right. Bring God and you bring God into the picture. Now, Berta, what was the biggest challenge writing these two books? In your mind, what was the challenge?
I think my challenge was one of the biggest challenges I had was trying to conform and make it Christian. There is one scene in particular in Blemished Honor where I went to my editor and I said, I'm going back and forth on this scene because Rania is kung fu. She needs it, because this is Christian fiction, should she, be more reserved, or can I just let her go and do what, she's doing? And I'll never forget my editor said, that was the best scene in the book. I read it several times. It was that entertaining. And what I got from that is, I got to keep it real. I got to be real for the people. There are Christians out there, Christians that do things that are not so holy and not so spiritual, but they're still Christians. And, I think my plight is to let people know, come on, get back up again. You're going to do this again. Yeah, you may have, like my pastor says, you may have been cussing and going with Sue and Dick and Harry and all this stuff, and you're not married to them, but get back up. Let's do it again. We're going to try again. There is forgiveness.
I can imagine that being a challenge. Writing you wrote this book, exclusively for Christians, right? You want them to walk away with something, because a lot of times, as a Christian, you're trying to stay away from, whatever, the sin was that you was having problems with. And if you're an avid reader, sometimes it's a little hard to find products out there that's entertaining. So it's good that we do have some good fictional writers out there right now.
Right.
Now, did you ever run across the road where you want to make the book exciting, but you just don't want to cross too many lines, or you want to kind of challenge the reader to? I mean, what are you going after? What are you trying to do to the reader when you wrote your book? I guess that's the question I should be asking. What were you trying to do to the reader? What was your motive?
I want to give the reader more than just a good read. It's not just a good read for a 14, 15-year-old, which is the age of my youngest reader. It's not just a good book for a 90-year-old, which is the actual age of my oldest reader. I want to do more than just provide a good read. I want to provide you and invite you into a soul-stirring experience. I was talking to one of my readers extensively today who had just finished Blemished Honor, and she said, I felt that. I could feel like I was right there. I almost started to cry. Or another part, she was saying she was mad. She was mad at Devin for something that he had done. And she was like, how can you do that? And my goal is to get the reader to experience exactly what's going on. Like they're right there in the midst watching everything that's going on with their eyes. I try to do that through the words, let them see it, with the word coming off the page. I try to, I get nosy for the reader so the reader can peek in. The reader can peek into what is really going on, like things at church where, instead of just describing a hand clapping service, I want to tell the reader exactly what this character was feeling, exactly what they did. I want to show them that the tears were running down their face and there was something stirring inside their heart. And, it made their hands go up and it couldn't put them down. I want the reader, I want to get nosy and get right in the face of the character for the reader so the reader can get into the character's business.
That's right. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're talking to Berta Coleman. When we get back, we're going to get Berta's final thoughts to our audience that's listening, her fans, where they're tuning in. Anybody listening that's on the website at positivepower21.org. We got a new author, part of our family now. She just click on her icon and take you right to Amazon. It'll take you straight to the show if you want to listen to it again. Anybody out there looking to promote their book, positivepower21.org is here to brand you and promote you. All right, we're looking at some of Berta's reviews. We'd like you to come out and check them out. The readers are saying that it's captivating read. It's great. It's awesome. They really enjoyed the book. She got quite a few 5 stars out of all the reviews. And the people saying they were very, very pleased. So check her book out. Again, you can come out to positivepower21.org. If you listen to this show on Spreaker.com/positivepower21, you can come out, click on her link, and it'll bring you right to either her Facebook page or bring you right to Amazon, and you can make that one-click purchase. All right, so let's take a break real quick, and we'll be right back with Honor My Father, Really, and we'll get her final thoughts. Hold tight.
Think you know how drugs get in those little brown bottles? Think again. Set in the green hills of western New Jersey, inside the gilded halls of power of a U.S. pharmaceutical company where decisions are worth billions of dollars and human lives worth less. Nicholas Harding, a young executive at Marshall Pharmaceutical, finds his career, family, and life in jeopardy. The Farmhouse, a suspense thriller novel by Bill Powers, published by Donna Inc. Publications, available at Amazon.com or DonnaInc.org. Go to Bill's webpage at www.authorBillPowers.com.
PositivePower21.org, Internet Radio.
You are listening to PositivePower21.org with Jerry Royce.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for sitting there and listening to this very good show with Berta Coleman, Honor My Father, Really, and Blemished Honor. That's right. She has 2 books out there on Amazon. Click. I think one of them going for $2.99. I'm gonna have to go. I think it was $3.99. It's Honor My Father, Really. So check it out. I guess they can read sample pages of it and enjoy a real good Christian read. All right, awesome. And again, she's at BertaColeman.com. So Berta, thank you so much for being on my show. Be ready for your final thoughts, and we'd like to have you back again when you drop your next book and be part of PositivePower21.org. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to first of all say thank you, Jerry. Thank you, listeners. It's been a very positive experience. And the books that we discussed are not just for Christians. They are for people, married people, single people, males and females. Like I said, the youngest reader is 14. The oldest is 90. I've had black readers and white readers alike that enjoyed the book. It's a book for people. It helps to heal. It entertains. It makes you laugh. You can experience a range of emotions, and it's you gotta see for yourself.
Yeah, that's right. They're gonna check it out. Oh, they're gonna check it out. All right, that's right. I think they're gonna check it out. That's right. And we made it easy for them too, so they have no excuse. They can just go right inside there and click on it and check your book out. All right. All right.
Won't be disappointed.
Yeah, check it out, y'all. Now, would they be able to read some sample pages before, really buying into what we're telling them that this is an awesome book? But they get a chance to read a couple pages.
Yes, there's the Look Inside option on Amazon.com for both of those books, and you can get a sample and see what's really going on, and pique your interest, get a little literary appetizer. That's
right. Good. All right, Bird, we got to get out of here, but I want you to hold tight while we end the show. All right? All right, everybody. I tell them all the time, Bird, I said they want to hear the good stuff, the real good stuff. I said you got to listen to PositivePower21.org and Spreaker.com/PositivePower21. And don't forget on Sundays, y'all, big break news. Did I say break news? Breaking news and great news. That's what I meant to say. The breaking news is we're going to be streaming our gospel radio on Sundays for at least about 10 hours, maybe 15. That's right. We just went in with a deal with Teresa and Keith Powell. So they have decided to allow PositivePower21.org to carry gospel artists, right? Because they got a bunch of them. So that make it easier on us. Let the expert take care of it. So that's breaking news for us. Independence. That's right. Independent radio station. We need y'all support. It's by checking us out every day and check out these great authors that we have on here. All right, everybody. I want y'all to stay awesome all week long. I'm Jerry Royce Live worldwide. Thank you for tuning in to Jerry Royce Live on PositivePower21.org and Spreaker.com/PositivePower21. This is a Royce Enterprises production. And don't forget about replay on Facebook.com/Jerry Royce Live. All right, that's a